Hey team. So I want to touch base on how important it is to use our group messages and our group training page. So this page, it's huge. The most successful presenters are the ones who are engaged constantly in Shemansky Sisters Lash Kickers, in Lash Kickers group message, in the welcome and recognition page. If you're cheering other people on, they're going to cheer you on, and that's going to get the momentum going. So that is huge, and that's what this training video is going to be about, because it's super important. When you engage with other people, you're going to learn different ways to do things. You're going to get tips, and you're going to get pictures, and you're going to get different things from every different presenter. Presenters, everybody does it differently. Jamie and I do not work the same way. We both do different things. We do things that work for us. And we feed off each other because that works for us. So that is important. You find somebody that you can feed off of. You find someone who does awesome pictures, like who's really good at doing eyeshadow. You're not so good. So you find someone who is, and you use their pictures, and you're like, oh my God, she's gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. You do that. And it's important to use these groups because you're going to meet those people. My training groups are super, 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 super important. This training group is huge. This is where you're going to get all your training from. The Empowered Beauties, since the name changed again, Empowered Beauties Black status page isn't going to be training. It's just important information from corporate, from Black statuses, that stuff, from Kara. This is where you're getting your training. So this is huge. Your notifications must be on to get notified when we post in here. Because you're going to miss the stuff. Yes, we haven't been doing trainings lately. Jamie and I both had issues with our phones. The only thing that fixed mine was a factory reset, so I had to start all over. So training videos were not being done for reasons like that, and my iPad, I had to do the same thing. But now that we're back, the training videos are going to happen 2 to 3 times a week. We're still going to stick with the products of the day. I might do a product of like every other day, not every day, because that gets life happens. So products of the days are going to come back. Training videos are coming back. So you want to make sure you're in these groups. And when you have questions, your first thing you need to do is you need to try to research it yourself. I guarantee you that your question has been asked in the group, on the group page, or it's answered in the files. So you use the little search tool and you type in your question or type in a keyword and see if it comes up. You need to make sure you're using the files. I spent a month putting all those files together, and I still have more to do. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do them. But that was a lot of work in the files. There's the welcome to the team page. When you're at a new girl, you need to tag them in that page or in that file. There's how to start a party, a launch party. There's an entire video on how our composition plan works. And there's tons of stuff in there. I think there's something on GoDaddy on how to make your domain name. Like, there's so much useful information that is going to help better your business in there. And you definitely need to use those. So your first rule is you search yourself. You research it yourself. If you cannot find the answer, then you go to the group message. So you go to Lash Kickers group message, or if your sponsor has a group message, you go there. But you need to go to the group message. Post it once. Don't go in every single group message and post the same question, because you're blowing everybody up more than once on the same thing. So make sure you are going to the group message, asking your fellow presenters for help before you go directly to Jamie or I or your upline. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your, research it yourself. Look on the group page. Look on Google. If you can't find the answer, then you're going to go to the group message, and then you're going to ask the question. If nobody has an answer there, then you go to your sponsor. So it goes research yourself, sponsor. If your sponsor is not able to help you or does not know the answer, is when you go to your upline. Your upline should be the last person you go to. If your upline is your sponsor, then you go to your upline, because that's your sponsor. But the upline should be the last person you go to. I have girls that message me all the time, and I'm so willing to help you, but sometimes I can't get to you because I have 30 something girls that come to me before they go, they come directly to me. They're my sponsor. I sponsored them. So you have to remember that you go research yourself, sponsor, then your upline, and we'll definitely help you. But make sure you go to your sponsor, because I guarantee you your sponsor is able to answer that question that you have. This is super important. We definitely need to make sure you are doing what you need to do. So if y'all have any questions, come to me, but this is super important. Utilize these groups, utilize these group messages, because that's how you're gonna grow. Color matches. Try to do a color match on your own and then come to the group message. And if nobody answers you, give it at least an hour, because people are not always on there, and then go to your sponsor and then your upline if they can't answer you. So just remember the way the chain of command works. It's just like you have a job. You go to your peers, you go to your supervisor, then you go to your boss. Same thing with Younique. You go to your do-it-yourself, your peers, then your sponsor, then your upline. So make sure you follow that. Super important. Stay engaged. Encourage each other. Even if they're not on Lash Kickers and they're on Whiplash, encourage them. Get in Team Whiplash Kickers Welcome and Recognition and go and say, way to go, congratulations. Go do that. Encourage other people, because when they see they're being encouraged by you, they're going to encourage you when something comes up about you in there. And it's going to build that momentum, and we want that momentum to stay strong. We kind of lost it last month. We're starting to kind of lose it again this month, and we don't want that. We want to stay strong, because so many of you are going for so many of you are going for promotions. So remember, group message is super important. Group page, training page is even more important. And then chain of command on how you go ahead and get help. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. Tag your team, share this. Very important training. More will come this week. Have a great day, ladies.